You'll set a timer and visualize your perfect desire. You'll focus on how happy and grateful it makes you feel until you're filled with a sense of wonderment and excitement, only to open your eyes, realize you're still where you were a moment ago, and then spend the rest of your day feeling the lack of what you want. You don't have to be a master to know that between the moments you spent feeling you had what you wanted and the hours you spent feeling the lack of what you wanted, the lack is what will manifest. But what if you could change this? What if you could imagine your desire in such a way that even when you open your eyes, you still feel its realness? Normalizing your desires would have to be the most coolest sounding piece of advice I have ever heard. In this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what it means to normalize your desires and how you too can add some normalcy to your desires, and why this tip will help you achieve your goals so much quicker and easier. Hello everyone, I'm Chelsea, and in a nutshell, normalizing your desires means to bring your awareness to the normalcy of them, making them feel normal to you. This is a tip that I hold very dear to my heart, and I honestly cannot think of an instant in my conscious creator career when I did not exercise this specific principle. Anything I've ever consciously manifested successfully was first preceded by the act of normalizing it. Abraham Hicks has been quoted saying, "Use your imagination until your big dream feels so familiar that its manifestation is the next logical step." Pay attention to the fact that Abraham has the nerve to use words like logic and imagination in the same sentence. And by nerve, I mean Abraham Hicks is an absolute genius, and this specific quote is among some of the greatest manifesting advice ever given. So let's take this apart. Starting with logical. According to Google Dictionary, the definition of logic is reasoning conducted or assessed according to strict principles of validity. And that wasn't immediately clear, so let's follow the bunny to reasoning, which sounds a lot like reasonable. Reasonable, having sound judgment, fair and sensible. Now we have a better example of the degree to which we are encouraged to use our imagination. Use your imagination until your dream feels so familiar to you that its manifestation is the next logical, reasonable, sensible step, until it only makes sense. But how do we make our dreams seem familiar? How do we make our dreams seem reasonable? Let's head right back to the Abraham Hicks quote in question. Use your imagination, and we'll stop right there. How do we make our big dreams seem logical and sensible? We use our imagination. Now this is the part where everything will begin to come together. A lot of the times when we use our imagination or we visualize, we tend to glamorize what we want. We picture everything we want to be absolutely perfect. Our ideal romance, our specific people, our dream cars, our perfect careers, our ideal bodies and appearances. Everything we imagine is always so picture perfect and only ever always makes us perfectly happy and grateful. But when's the last time you've actually lived every single moment of your life in perfect happiness and gratitude? Count the good things in your life, or better yet, count all of the things you've consciously manifested. Though they seemed absolutely flawless at the time that you wanted them, now that you have them, they seem ordinary. Or perhaps you can now see that they're not so perfect. A perfect example to demonstrate this idea would be in attracting specific people. You'll fixate on this person until they manifest into your life. Once you've manifested this person, though you may be ever grateful and yes, They may make you happy. Their existence in your life begins to feel ordinary. And with each day that goes by and they're still in your life, you grow accustomed to them. In other words, they've become familiar. In the past, whenever I would visualize, script, or use my affirmations, I would always imagine the perfection of my desire. And as a result of that, I always manifested a resistance to what it is that I wanted. There was always space and time between me and my desire. But then when I stumbled upon this idea and I began implementing it, I would notice that the things that I wanted to achieve in my life were happening so much easier and a lot quicker. Now, whenever I visualize, script, or basically just engage in any sort of prolonged thought that is directed towards a desire, I imagine the normalcy of it. I do not imagine that in the having of this thing, it will make me forever happy and grateful, because it won't. So, with this principle set firmly in your mind, how do you visualize? Well, in the case of a specific person, close your eyes and see your living room. Where is your couch? Your favorite couch. Ah, there it is. Walk over to your favorite chair and have a seat. Focus on how comfortable you feel. Is the television on? If it is, feel the light of the television screen beaming onto your face. What are you watching? Is it a wonderful program? Did you hear that? Ah, in walks your specific person. Feel them sit right beside you. Can you feel their leg pressed against yours? Now I want you to reach out and hold their hand. And in one fluid motion, your fingers interlock with theirs. Can you feel the warmth? And in this moment, you are together. Now, I wasn't intending on doing a mini guided visualization there because you did not click this video expecting that. But that is a very accurate example of how to use your imagination to normalize a desire. We visualize our desires to be so perfect and pristine that we accidentally begin to accept them as logically out of our league. And this belief is what creates the space and the time delay between us and what it is that we want to achieve. Instead of struggling to imagine the moment you win the lottery, visualize having to fill out a skilled knowledge test or a Tuesday morning 1 week after the money has been deposited into your account and you've now realized you don't actually know what to do with all of it. Instead of struggling to imagine what it must feel like to have a perfect body, visualize 1 month after you've already achieved your ideal weight, and though you're incredibly confident now, you're dreaming about something else entirely. Imagine the moments after your achievements. Imagine the moments in between the great ones, the moments where your desire feels natural. Imagine the normal moments. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. I truly do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I trust you'll give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. So, how did you like today's video and what video would you like to see next? Let me know in the comment section down below. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Toodles.